Usher is finally breaking down about all of those viral moments with women. And he is here to let you know that it is not his intent to be a home wrecker. So, we're going to get into what he had to say about it. And, of course, the question that always comes up is there a line? Is he doing too much? Simply. You know what I'm going to say. So let's get into this Usher story. We spent a lot of time last year. We mentioned Usher at the Super Bowl. Earlier this fall, people were going crazy about the cherries at his show. A lot of women were showing out. A lot of men expressed their men and women expressed their displeasure at how the young ladies and men were carrying themselves. And, one of the biggest catalyst for this conversation, of course, was during Usher's residency, his moment with Keke Palmer. And so the two recently sat down on her podcast, excuse me, baby, this is Keke Palmer, to discuss it. And Usher wants us all to know he's not trying to wreck homes or cause any problems. He's simply trying to entertain. So the question I want to ask for you, Nick, after we hear this is, do you think that at this point it's too far? It's too risque for, Usher, who is 40s now, new wife, young children. Should he, not eradicate it, but maybe tone it back? Let's hear what he had to say first.
The purpose of whatever you're creating to service entertainment, then it'll be okay. Now, I don't want to take any responsibility for breaking anybody's home up, but that wasn't the purpose and point. It was for you to have a good time with your girls, come out there and just enjoy. I don't remember the last time that, I had experiences like that or either went to shows like this. I'm always trying to find things that I think are fun. Vegas was intended to be intimate.
And you're being light about it, but the wisdom that you gave me will forever be cherished. Because I don't think people understand also, like, I'm an entertainer, I'm a performer, this is what I do, but also, like, I have a life that I don't perform.
Right.
That I have to also live in balance with the people that maybe only know me personally and don't know I'm entertaining.
So the question that I want to know is have we reached extremes? Like, is there a limit? Do you feel there should be some change when one becomes married or, a mother or whatever the case may be? Or are we just whatever the flow is whatever the flow is? What are your thoughts, Nick?
Then you may want to scale it back a bit because you do, as you mentioned, you have a wife or you have young children or what have you, and you're getting older, of course. But this ain't the case. It's fantasy, it's entertainment, and that's what ladies pay to go to an Usher show for. They pay to see Usher entertain them.
And do you feel the same way about Keke saying, she is a personality, she was being entertaining in that moment? Because it is true. They both gave the audience a moment with that. And Keke has a very big personality, and I believe she was playing into that. Of course, it didn't help that her man did what he did, but do you hold that same space for women?
Yeah, most definitely. I think, but you have to have a conversation with your significant other too. You can't blindside your significant other. And I think that may have been the case with Keke Palmer on her dude.
Right.
I think she got caught up in the moment.
Well, let me give you a comparison because there's quite a few people that are upset with Serena Williams. There was a caller that called into the show last night to complain about it. Stephen A. Smith said that if he was married to Serena, he would divorce her because of what she did at the Super Bowl on Sunday night. Obviously, not even to the degree of what Keke did, but people are still upset. And Serena's husband was very much informed about what was going on. And people are still like, last night in the chat, I don't know if it was Forrest or Morris, one of them, maybe it was someone else, said that Serena's husband was a beta male. So I don't think that when people say, oh, they can accept it as entertainment for Usher, but can they really for women? Because look at how people are in their feelings
Yeah.
about what Serena did. And it was just, a wobbly script walk.
I think people need to live their life the way they want to live it. And as long as it's not directly affecting you, just enjoy it. If you're going to enjoy it, enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, turn the channel. As my man Kendrick say, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
Right.
You
And
know what I
she
mean?
came out and said that when Kendrick approached her and asked her, they made reference specifically to what she did at Wimbledon. For them, it was more about that moment. Now, I'm not going to give you that it was all about that moment, but I believe that as Kendrick deals in a lot of double entendres and everything is layered, as you pointed out, Andy, I 100% believe that it was for both things because the whole point of it was to, show the hypocrisy in America in that regard.